Welcome to this week's Stories by You podcast. I'm your host, Farnaz Hashanpour Heckert. This week, I have a special guest and also a very dear friend of mine, Nidhi, who's joining us to speak about her platform, Gift of Kindness. So I want to introduce her and I will tell you all a little bit about her, and I will give her the opportunity to have the floor and say much more that she's offering the world on a single day and every day. So by profession, Nidhi is an IT project manager. She currently is working for federal government in Washington, D.C. In her personal life, she's a proud wife and a mom of two precious kids. She's also the founder, as I mentioned, of a nonprofit organization called Gift of Kindness, TV anchor for Fox 5 Plus, which is a platform to share and showcase kindness stories around the US. A little bit fun fact about Nidhi that she had shared with me, she's a lifelong learner. She takes pride in saying that she has this constant sense of learning and forever a student to be the best version of herself and improve her skills every single day. Nidhi, thank you so much for being here on Stories by You and sharing your story with our audience. Wow, gift of kindness. When I think of that, I love how you have named this platform. Please tell us a little bit about why you created this platform and elaborate on that.
First off, thank you so much, Farnaz, for this wonderful opportunity and sharing so many inspiring stories with us. It's an absolute blessing to be on your podcast, and I truly believe, this is God's work and you are being God's messenger and a change agent and actually an ambassador of kindness. I adore you and I admire you and your work. Both are so beautiful inside and out. Of course. So Gift of Kindness. Yes, I started my nonprofit 10 years ago. The purpose is to shine a light on the beautiful deeds that we do every day. I think kindness is a superpower, and we all have that, and it's such a universal concept. For us, just like people like you are performing acts of kindness every day, and our nonprofit gives an opportunity to tell your stories of kindness to the world. I think we all need to connect authentically, amplify kindness, and share more uplifting stories to take action. Imagine if 7.8 billion people embraced kindness and performed one act of kindness. What a beautiful and kinder place this world would be.
My goodness, that's an everyday thought process that I think of, that if it just takes one person and paying it forward. You're absolutely right, Nidhi. And thank you so much, by the way, for your kind words. I'm forever grateful watching you and your stories, and there are so many of them. So when I was thinking about the questions that I was going to ask you, one that popped in my head was, between all the stories that you have shared, what is one of your favorite ones that you can think of to share with our audience?
That's a great question, Farnaz. Honestly, as you mentioned earlier, and I've shared with you, I am a lifelong learner. I've learned so much from this journey. I've shared about 40 unique stories so far on Gift of Kindness platform. So many wonderful collaborations, met great people like you, my volunteer team. But one story that stands out, of course, my own favorite story would be mine. It's about my journey and my experiences. First off, I'm so grateful for the solid upbringing by our parents. My husband, his tremendous support has been so wonderful, growing this organization, and all my loved ones who have helped me understanding, what this life is about and what my purpose is and what this mission is about. So honestly, I'll take you a little back. 10 years ago, I had a life-changing event in my life. And in that moment, honestly, the only thing I knew was the remedy to the pain was kindness. the only way, I could have overcome the darkness was to live in the light. I was overwhelmed by the love and the support that I got from all my well-wishers. And in return, I wanted to pay it forward by doing my little bit share, performing more acts of kindness. And honestly, this approach worked miracles in my life. And I believe this is the way to, have that positive attitude, and that impacts many lives, and I've seen around me. So yeah, that would be my story.
Wow. So I love this because we always think we want to help others, but really everything always starts with us. So our own
Mhm.
stories, our own journey that helps us to help other people. And with what you said, I really like how you spoke to it about your own journey, and why you do what you do today to help
Mhm.
others. But you didn't take what that was something bad that happened to you, to take it into a negative path, but you turned that around and said, this didn't happen to you, it happened for you. So with all the kindness and everything that we talk about, and I think both of us have similar platforms. Everyone's doing goodness. And with everything that you do to spread the kindness and messages, do you ever face any issues from, uh, your network or people outside of your network when you have you come across anything like that?
Yes, I would be honest. These days, it's been tricky actually with the whole social media platforms and what people are sharing. So, my response: kindness is the single most powerful force. These days, people do not expect it. Um, I think we live in the society that we think we are conditioned, and actually, we are, to judge the intention of those who are overly kind. We think they might have an interior motive or an hidden agenda. So when they actually receive a gift of kindness, it changes them. A shift happens. It touches their soul.
Yes.
And honestly, with this whole social media that I mentioned, they can perceive sharing acts of kindness as bragging. And I believe, on the contrary, your actions might inspire others to take action, right? So do good with the pure intention and not for attention. That would be my underlying message.
Wow, love that. Love that. It's very true that none of us are perfect, and we're all here really on one mission, even the ones that really don't take the steps of faith to do the right thing. But at the end, we're all trying to do life better. What is your unique way of spreading kindness?
I believe kindness is a lifestyle, and it's an absolute need of the hour to become more intentional every day to schedule more time for kindness. My unique way would be, and I practice this every day, and it's an effective way. I literally put time on my calendar. I block time and schedule kindness. This could be just checking in with my loved ones, the people I care about, or brighten someone's day with some thoughtful gesture, or give them some token of love. It could be anything, but it's such a conscious effort, just to schedule time on my calendar to give back. And honestly, for us, everyone is a giver in their own unique way. Some believe in giving back their precious time. Some might be sharing their gifts, their talents. Others might be providing monetary donations or supporting community events. So we would encourage every person on this planet to engage in intentional or random acts, and leave a profound, impact, and be consistent in your daily practices.
Isn't that the truth? Because we all have a gift. Not all
Mhm.
of us have the same talents or the ways we feel we can give. But however, the time or the donation or the efforts are given, it's always appreciated. And the legacy that we leave behind is
Yeah.
really the most important things around our families and friends. So when we pass, there is something that they can pick back up and run with. So
Absolutely. And you mentioned legacy. I want to say we got connected, honestly, because, of your dad's legacy. We have volunteered together at Georgetown Ministries in Washington, D.C. multiple times together.
yes.
And that's the legacy. And, that's what you're picking up and spreading the message of kindness and love. So kudos to you again.
Oh, thank you. No, it was great meeting you. I remember when you did come to Georgetown Ministry when I had that event to start the legacy, and we're in the 4th year of that. So I'm
Yeah,
glad that the supporters are always out there, and it touches, people's heart to want to do the
absolutely.
same, to actually help out. But going back to gift of kindness, everything that you've done, how has that impacted the world so far?
Great. So I'll take an opportunity to touch on a few things here. Yes, I have not done this alone. I do have a terrific, awesome team that helps me. So, credit to them, huge shout out to them. Honestly, this kindness community is growing, and our media presence is expanding. So these are my angels. I call them my high vibe tribe. With their help, we started various global kindness initiatives to bring smiles and touch people's life. I'm going to list a few, starting with Acts of Kindness campaign, where we have volunteered at the homeless shelters. We go to fire stations just to thank them for their service. Go to police stations again to thank them for their service, and things like that. And of course, with my TV platform, it's on Fox 5 Plus. I've been doing that consistently over 4 years now,
Wow.
where, yeah, believe it or not, going strong, where we bring on kindness rock stars to share their stories. And some stories are heartwarming, some are actually sad, others might be uplifting. So variety, such a diverse group of people that we have had on the show. During COVID, we started Kindness Cafe podcast. It's hosted by a terrific Seema Raj. She's the host, along with her daughter, Priyanka. She helps in the background. They both are doing such an amazing job in sharing more stories. And I know, Farnaz, you were on the podcast too recently. So I
She's
love that.
awesome, just like you.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's good teamwork going on. Kind Kids Club. This is very dear to my heart, actually, where we give voice to kids to share our mutual passion for kindness. I am collaborating with, it's called Team Nest. Shreya Venkat is the founder. And my niece in London, UK, Akriti, is actually helping me with the social media and outreach that way. So truly appreciate everyone's teamwork and help. Another unique program that we started for NAS is called iGift. It's basically to support and showcase local businesses during these challenging times, to show them some extra love, congratulate them on their new business, or, however we can help them. So we do feature them on a monthly basis, just to, yeah. And
Wow.
yeah, that's a great program. It's been, yeah, very well received. And lastly, I want to touch on wisdom through seniors. Our seniors have such a wealth of knowledge, such wealth of wisdom, their timeless words. We do want to share more of that. So you will be seeing more posts about that coming very soon here. So as you can see, Farnaz, we encourage and we cover all perspective and spectrum of life, from Kind Kids Club to Wisdom from Seniors initiatives, from schools to churches to temples, all races. It's, again, such a diverse group of people participating, and we want to create more sense of belonging and authentic connections.
My
So,
goodness. Wow. You have definitely used what happened to you 10 years ago into
mhm.
such blessing in your life and people around you and everything that you've created with this gift of kindness. So I'll just quickly go over just mentioning them again to our audience, whoever is listening. There is Act of Kindness campaign. There is Gift of Kindness TV segment that she does. There is Kindness Cafe podcast. There's Kind Kids Club. There is I Gift and Wisdom to Seniors. You have done an amazing job, Nidhi. You have no idea that when I found out about what you do, which I knew a while back before I did the podcast with Seema, I'm just amazed because I really didn't know the reason why you were doing this until just, recently when we touched base about the stories by you, to kind of get to learn a little more about you. But God has definitely uses in general everything that we may think it's bad that happened in our lives for good.
Yeah.
And you are definitely a blessing to so many people. You're a blessing to me and my family. We love you. And just wanted to point that out. And I just want to make sure for anyone out there watching, if there's anything encouraging that can come from Nidhi, what would you tell our audience right now?
Sure. But first off, I mean, thank you again, for your beautiful words and kind words that you've been sharing about me and my platform. One thought, Farnaz, and I call it my call to action, of course. This is a thought-provoking term we often hear, is we live once. In actuality, we live every single day and we die once. Every time I talk about it, it gives me goosebumps because I think every day is a blessing and a gift.
Yeah.
Every day, we've been given a chance to make someone's day brighter, to spread kindness and compassion. It only takes one day to make a huge impact in someone's life. So I encourage and I ask everyone who's listening out there to perform one act of kindness and share your experience or story to inspire others. Again, it's not bragging. It's just, you're talking about it, making other people aware. They might get inspired and take some massive action. Everyone needs to be loved, heard, acknowledged, and supported. So let's make it a kinder world filled with more meaning and happiness and keep it alive always.
Yes, amen to that. And it's like seeing life in other people's eyes through them, how they see it and get to know them. And by knowing people's stories, you get to be so more intimate in your friendships and your relationships. It's just so much better than just hello and how are you and how's your day. There's much more into the person that you may know for a very long time. So you may want to just get to know them over tea, coffee, for walks, or whatever that could be. But I totally agree with you. Nidhi, if there is few people out there, or maybe every single person who's hearing this, and they want to know, how do I get in touch with Nidhi?
We're pretty active on social media. Facebook page would be the way to contact us. It's at Gifting Kindness, or Instagram, it's _ at Gift of Kindness _ again, or reach through Farnaz. I'll be happy to help, support. I'm all ears for more kindness initiatives, ideas that anybody wants to share, and maybe we can collaborate together. So, yep.
Absolutely. So don't forget, anyone has any kind story or any type stories, paying it forward, anything touching that you may feel, any of the programs that Nidhi had mentioned, contact, through the form that she's requested, or contact me directly, and I will definitely make the initiative to connect you guys together. As always, again, Nidhi, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you.
Of course, my heartfelt gratitude and love to you, Farnaz. Keep up the good work, and I'm wishing Stories by You a super duper success. I would love more people to join our shared mission and show the world more goodness. So thank you again for this wonderful opportunity. Take care.
Take care. Thank you so much for all our audience for listening. As always, thank you so much for your support, for your love. I encourage you to let us know about this podcast, comment, touch base with Nidhi and I or myself. Please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel for the weekly free stories, and that you may be encouraged and lifted. Have a great week and blessings to all you and your families.